Here's everything you need to know about hair damage. Well, mostly everything. Together, we are analyzing the motivation for starting a healthy hair routine. Damaged hair. If you're completely clueless about the relationship between length retention and damaged hair, stick around because I'll be breaking it down. Not knowing what to look for and how to treat hair damage caused me to lose more than 5 inches of hair this year, as if 2020 weren't enough. Back in April, I did a length check. My hair was close to 27 inches. In October, I decided to check my length again, and it measured 24 inches. Bruh. So what happened to my length in those 6 months? Damaged hair is the result of over-manipulating the normal cuticle layer of the hair shaft. A normal hair cuticle looks smooth and feels smooth. The physical appearance of this cuticle is widely associated with the health of the hair shaft. To properly identify damaged hair, we need to first understand what causes the damage. The type of manipulation done to the hair will yield different indications of damage that can be noticed by touch, sight, or even under a microscope. When hair is wet, it tends to stretch more than its original length. The damage happens when the wet hair is combed. The hair is stretched to its breaking point. Hair loses its strength over time due to constant manipulation with chemicals or traumatic detangling habits. Weathering creates a change in the hair shaft and can possibly result in hair breakage. Some features in hair change are noticed microscopically, but split ends are very visible with the naked eye. Sometimes I get a headache from wearing my hair in a ponytail too long. The tension from my hair being uptight is enough to cause pressure on my head. Wearing the same style constantly can also result in hair damage. I've noticed that if I sleep with my hair in a ponytail and then I wake up, the hairs at the crown of my head have separated from the ponytail. It's like the elastic band cut my hair while I was tossing and turning in my sleep. Also, our hairline can recede if there's too much tension from protective styling. Our environment also plays a role in weathering. The elements in our environment affect the way we need to manipulate our hair. Summer hair is exposed to the sun and good old ocean and pool water, which means it needs to be washed more. As we learned previously, the constant application of water to our hair expands the hair shaft, making it weaker over time. Our hair also absorbs the humidity in the air, which also causes the hair shaft to expand and contract, leading to weaker hair strands. We can waterproof our hair in the summer by styling with an oil or anti-frizz serum. Winter hair tends to be dry because there is no humidity in cold weather. Our hair becomes brittle, which can lead to split ends. A proper moisturizing routine would benefit winter hair. For more on moisturizing, see the card above. Brittle hair is also a result of not being properly hydrated. Since we're more focused on keeping the warmth in rather than cooling down, we tend to drink less water in the winter. As we approach another cold season, stay hydrated, my friends. Split ends are just one of the noticeable results from weathering hair. The ends of hair start to split upwards as a result of everyday maintenance and, just as we learned, cold air. Over time, hair strands get weaker and start to tangle and break. So why should you trim your ends? Well, after our hair is exposed to the dryness of winter that produces split ends, when the summertime comes back around, it's a good idea to get a trim before the massive hair growth starts again. I know that might not be what you wanted to hear, but hear me out. In my opinion, split ends need to be completely eliminated from the hair so that they don't continue to travel up the hair strand and make the hair weak and brittle. From my experience, trim your ends as soon as you notice them splitting. In the beginning of my hair growth journey, I didn't understand what split ends were because I tried not to straighten my hair that much. I found out when my hair was straight that I could see all of the split ends. Therefore, I left my hair alone and let it do its thing. But this year was my year for a trim. After I straightened my hair back in October, I noticed that my ends were looking very thin, and when I would look at my hair from the side to see how long it was, I looked like a bushy-tailed bunny. My ends had been damaged for so long, I literally had two different hair textures, straight at the very ends and a loose curl everywhere else. To be honest, I've been against using scissors ever since that dreadful day, but that's another story for another time. I decided to take the plunge and trim all of my damage off. My trim actually turned into a haircut. I could tell my hair was significantly shorter, especially in the front, but I felt like a new person for a minute. It was refreshing to have a new appearance with my hair. No more bushy ends. I'm sure you may not agree with trimming split ends every chance you get. So, what's a better solution? Start a healthy hair regimen. Having a set schedule or routine for your hair seems like a lot of work, but it comes natural after realizing its purpose, maintaining healthy hair. Therefore, try to get a better understanding of your hair by doing a porosity test to learn how your hair reacts to moisture. As we learned earlier, moisture can hinder your hair in certain elements. The best way to take control of your hair as the seasons change is to observe its reaction to the season. Taking time to literally write down what you've noticed about your hair and its reaction to moisture. Once you've made your hypothesis, test it. Here are 2 hair porosity test methods you can use to discover your hair's reaction to moisture. The water test. If you have a wash day routine, you're basically testing your hair with this method every time. First, mist water on your dry hair and notice what happens. Does the water stay on top of the hair strands, or does it absorb into the strands? The strand test. Take a few strands of hair and hold the ends with your non-dominant hand. Place your dominant hand's thumb and first finger on top of the strands you're holding and slide your hand up and down. Does it break off or feel dry? Are your strands smooth or rough to the touch? Notice what you feel. These tests can be easily done without waiting for shed hair or plucking hairs from your head. Keep in mind that hair porosity can change due to physical alteration, such as bleach or relaxers, the constant manipulation over time or weathering, and even changes in humidity in the air. These factors induce damaged hair. Therefore, keep track of the changes in your hair as the seasons change so that you can adjust your hair regimen appropriately. With that being said, thanks for watching this episode of Healthy Hair Notes. I post every Thursday, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to also hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend. I'm Lydia Ashley, and I'll see you in the next one. Bruh. Ends. Oh, you're lying. My hair is that long?
Yes, your hair is this long.
Oh man, are you serious? That's the end of the video. Come on, man. That's all.